This year in college basketball, there's been an insane freshman by the name of Trae Young, and he's been doing really well this season. He's averaging 29 points and 10 assists. He's shooting 44% from the field and 39% from three, which is like NBA level shooting. So who is he? He's a 6'2" guard and he weighs 180 pounds, and he goes to Oklahoma University. His strengths, he can score really well. He can score from anywhere on the court, and he's a great playmaker as he gets 10 assists a game. He's good with the ball in his hands. His weaknesses, he weighs 180 pounds. That's too light for an NBA point guard. And I also think he's too young, no pun intended, to go into the league. So people have been comparing him to Steph Curry, but Steph Curry, when he was a freshman, he averaged like 21 points a game, and he played for 3 years. So he let his body grow and he let his body develop into what he is now, so that he's built more like a man. And Curry also, he isn't a very good defender, and he's 6'3", 190. So if you think it's a 6'2", 180 guy, he's not gonna have that much better defense. And when he has the ball in his hands, he's not going to be a good defender, just because that's what happens when you have the ball in your hands a lot. You kind of slack off on defense. He's also been compared to James Harden. James Harden, he's a pretty strong guy, and James Harden's also 6'5", so he's just a bigger and stronger guy. So if he chooses to leave early, I would compare him to Derrick Rose, John Wall, and Marquise Teague. I think that these guys, they all had great freshman years, and because of that, they all decided to go into the draft. And Derrick Rose, obviously, like his body couldn't stay healthy, and I think if he stayed at college, he could have let his body like try to stay healthy a little bit more. And John Wall, he's also had many injury issues, and with his size, he's really good, and he's also really fast, but he can't shoot yet. I think if he stayed in college and tried to develop a shot, I think that really could have helped him. And Marquise Teague, he was on the freshman. He was a freshman with Anthony Davis, and he averaged like 10 points a game, and he thought he was good enough to go into the draft, and he only ended up playing for about 2 years. And he's also 6'2", 189, so he's also a pretty light guy. I really just think that Trae Young should stay in college so he can let his body grow out. I think that when Trae Young has his body like growing out, like he might grow an inch or two, and like he'd also just be a stronger guy. And I think he can practice using that strength in his body against the college guys before he heads into the pros. I think Trae Young will have a good career either way. But personally, I believe that if Trae Young just waited one more year, I think he could potentially be a top 10 player of all time and be one of the best shooters in the game, maybe even better than Steph Curry.